Good afternoon, it's Roby 1, Mobile Roble, out here in Spencer, Mass, as we start to dig into the Masonic element of Spencer, Mass, and look into some of the old world buildings, as we're right next to the site of the Congressional Church that got hit by lightning. We're going to go a little walk through this and gander and start looking into all the different qualities of this building. As you see, a slate roof up there with a turret, and you got some antiquitech, and then around the perimeter of the frieze board there's like checkers. We all know who likes the black and white checkers. The bottom of this building is a mud flutter, and I believe this whole bottom part has been refurbished and is not part of the original. The mortar in between some of these bricks is pitiful. I thought there'd be a little better work within this, at least in Warren. The caulking or the mortar in between was a little nicer. They tried to re-caulk it again. All in all, the structure's sound, but I wanted to get here before the sun goes down, because we take a little look at the Leviathan leaves that are at the end of this. Pretty tough to see. Hard to make out exactly what that is. Goes into the founder of this building, the original one. In grateful remembrance of David Prouty, the donor of this building. Now, Prouty is the name of the lodge in Auburn, Mass. So I can bet any amount of money that this guy is a Freemason. It's the senior living at Prouty, Main Street. Now, there's a few notable things right here. Like, if you look right here, something's bricked in. What that's telling me is there was possibly windows like that down here. And they bricked that in, because that's definitely a telltale sign that something's been worked on and messed with. Now over here, it says Nathaniel Cunningham Training Field, 1740. I'm not sure what that little tidbit refers to. We're starting to learn in this town. And if you look right here, there's those little buttons that I talk about that I believe represent the Rosicrucians. You see that? It's also made out of copper, so it lasts. Above these windows, I call that the crown design. That's the only thing that kind of resembles that. Same thing with that one. Well-fashioned building. It looks like something's missing at the top too. That looks like it's possibly a chimney, but it looks like a piece in the middle is missing. Over here you got more antiquitech. But this is more of an octagon style turret as opposed to the round turret on this side. And up there you got the checkers going around the perimeter up near the soffit work and the dental work. Right here we got a pretty cool Leviathan leaf, and it just had to be a flower, right? What's that truly represent? I don't know. But why are these flowers so important to these people? Is that another reference to the Rosicrucians, or the vegetation god with Leviathan leaves being right there? That's a big sucker too. That flower looks like it's maybe 10 inches. Even that stonework right there looks like something that was put in after. I believe all this bottom stuff is what I call fudge work. Take a quick peek in here. I don't want to alarm any of the old people. Sandstone. Right here, another style of pillar with the curls, as some would call them, the Ionic. A shout out to John Levi, and a shout out to Sling and Stone. because Sling and Stone, believe it or not, mentioned the Congregational Church that's over here that I'm going to right after this, on how it got hit by lightning and that he believes it's God's work. But there's no actual proof that anyone actually witnessed the lightning. It could also be a direct energy weapon too. It's just odd that that building's been in so many fires. On Sling and Stone's website, on his page, the YouTube page, he talks about all the dates. There's another Leviathan leaf in the corner. Tough to make out exactly what that is. I wish I could zoom in just a tinkle more. The steps going up towards it are pretty cool too. Decent brickwork. Over here, nice dental work. Corbels coming out. And all that crown molding, believe it or not, is made out of sandstone. It's not wood. I'm a carpenter by trade, and I always wondered how they made, now up there on this turret, let's just go over here and speak about this for a second. You see how the round molding up there, crown molding is round? I always wondered how they did that with wood. Now that you can see lines that's pieced in sectors, but I always wondered how they did it with wood. Another one of those windows that's patched over right there. Up there we got some nice circle symbology. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Very fanciful in the design. Let's just look at the stairs quick. Right here I noticed there's dental work as well. I don't even think this work is that good. Look at this. That's butchery in my opinion. These little pins, I guess, are what hold them together. Alright. Now, I've already been here, so this is my second time to this building. There's something else right here too. This was also David Prouty High School, September 1st, 1888. It's got the dragon tails up there and the eggs, as I call them. Over here we got another Leviathan type leaf. Anyone know what them leaves are? They almost look like oak leaves. I'd say about that's like 30 something feet going up. Nice though. This looks like they maybe turnbuckled something at one point. On the designs up there above the window, there's little diamonds in their metal. Up there too is another Leviathan leaf. Very difficult to see. That gutter work ain't the best either. More mud flooded windows. Another window that's been patched in right there. All the lentils up there are curved. Up there looks nice. And the little window. With a possible antiquitech type style thing at the peak. And then over here you see that one as well. And I've noted this is almost like that one we seen in Grovendale, that little antiquitech. It's almost like a cross type shamrock thing. There's the same style like that in Uxbridge, as we've not gotten to that yet, as we will. Right here, that gate doesn't at all look like it belongs with that. That's definitely aftermarket qualities. But if you look at that opening, that little gates, it's got to be taller than me. I'd say that's a 10-foot opening. And those stairs definitely aren't part of the original structure. That could easily be a doorway for a giant. Right there's another bricked in window. I just want to stand next to the gate for a second to actually see the height of it. I'm gonna stand exactly right next to it. Oh yeah, so this is about, I'm 6 feet. It's a little above me. I'd say that's a 7-foot gate, and there's at least 5 feet there. That could be 12 feet. Now this whole building, I believe, was built after. It's just fashioned to fit this. I'm not going to get involved with that. But over here, there's a bricked in window. Up there, fudge factor and all them bricks. See, there's the two different shades. And right here, another mud flood window. And they're two different style bricks, if you can look too. That's obviously a newer brick, and that's an old brick. Some of them are small. And them look like they're 2 1/4 by 7 1/2. The older style that I speak of. Another patched in window. Another one, and that's what these were. Bigger windows that are patched in. Let's see if there's something behind here. Makes you wonder. It smells funny back here. Like old lady perfume or something. Alright, so come over here. Take one last gander. We're over at the park here in Spencer, Mass. With the old world lights as well. Were them gas at one point? I don't know. We get all the way back and take a proper look at this thing, as this was the original structure. And one thing I always say that's near a mud flooded building is a retaining wall, because they dug this out. That land came from up there and came through down here somehow into that, and this whole part was dug out to get at that building, in my opinion. And at that note, I'm gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna start another video